Hello, it's Zeta Kai for the Gunpla Network, and due to popular demand, we're going to be looking at this kit, the high-grade AGE Gundam AGE-3 Orbital, from the series Gundam AGE. Yes, another mobile suit from the third act of the anime, and another mobile suit piloted by Kio.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No!
Honestly, this mobile suit design is just way too good for the likes of him. This review is brought to you by CanadianGundam.com. Be sure to use our coupon code when you check out to save on your order. That coupon code is Gunpla Network. So this kit is from my collection. I built it years ago, in 2012 actually, when the kit was released. The kit sells for a price of 1,980 yen, and I bought it back then and built it up years back, as I mentioned. So you'll see some panel lining and you'll see a lot of detail painting work that I did. I was in this mode at the time where stickers just weren't good enough. They were unacceptable if you were going to be a real modeler. I've since got over that and just enjoy the hobby as I like to enjoy it. So this is the Orbital. It is a fantastic mobile suit design. My personal favorite of the third age of Gundam AGE. For me, the ranking is the Orbital, then the FX, then the Fortress, then the AGE-3 Normal. Let us know down below what your rankings are. I know a lot of people really like the AGE FX. To me, I personally love the looks of the Orbital and its purpose-built aerial combat look. It's flight mode, space-type mobile suit. It doesn't deserve to be standing on the ground like this. And as all AGE kits do, this kit has fantastic articulation. The head's on a double ball joint. These shoulders will tilt forward and back, spin around 360 degrees. You have this extra little shoulder flap here on the shoulder armor, which can move. The arms can move up and down this far. They have a bicep swivel, and they have double jointed elbows. As always, these AGE kits, their articulation is just so good. You get a standard wrist swivel, and you get a spinning gauntlet that can house the beam saber hilts. There's not one in there right now. You get these really cool thrusters on the back. They're mounted on a hinge and a polycap ball joint, so they move and swivel and move around everywhere. It really helps to get them out of the way for certain poses. You can move them wherever you need them to. The abdomen and chest has a double ball joint system, but you don't get a whole lot of crunch. You do, however, get a good bit of side to side. You can't really go 360. You have these massive side skirts, which are on a nice universal style system. It's not just a ball joint, but it will swivel and hinge in and out. The front skirts are articulated. They can be separated. Be careful, they tend to fall out if you don't separate them perfectly. And the back skirts are also movable. The legs don't go far back. That's as far back as the legs went, by the way, at the beginning of that shot. They do kick up a lot, and they have a double jointed knee. They're rather bulky, but they have a good amount of articulation. You get a nice thigh swivel with these legs, and you get this really cool hip shake back and forth that the AGE and the Double O kits started bringing to the table back in the 2000s, 2010s. Really nice split and some nice little ankle and behind the ankle armor bits. The toe moves like this, and the whole foot can be like pulled out, which is really nice. You get the standard core fighter stuff that you got with the AGE-3 Normal, and that's it for the articulation. Let's move right into the accessories. So first off, you get beam saber blades and hilts. These are the rectangular style that you see on all the AGE kits. They pop off and will store on the backs of the gauntlets on the insides. They're held in there very securely, although you probably don't want to paint that. Just like the AGE-3 Normal, you do get the included stand, which has a little attachment for when you transform this into mobile armor mode. Speaking of, you get the same core block that you got in the AGE-3 Normal, and it's fine. I don't know why I'm spending so much time looking at it. You get a closed left hand and an open expressive left hand. These hands look really great with panel lining. You can see there just a little bit of a panel wash, and it really gives them depth and character. You get the Sig Massus long rifle, or the Sig Massus long cannon, as some translations call it. I don't know why it's called a Sig Massus. It looks nothing like the AGE-3 Normal, except for the handle system. It's exactly the same, but the rest of it doesn't look like it at all. And the kit is much better for that, in my opinion. It really adds to the aesthetic of this flight-type mobile suit. You get a bunch of stickers, as I mentioned. The only ones I used are the little white ones here. They go on the core fighter. And the rest of these I painted or panel lined or put my own kind of spin on them. They all work pretty well. They're mostly on flat surfaces. In fact, let me just kind of show you where some of them are. So you get ones for these yellow and black parts up here. You get your standard eyes and camera. You also get those ones that I talked about on the core fighter. Sorry, I kind of got that out of order. You get the ones here for the AGE symbol. That's very easy to paint, actually. It's very simple to paint. A little bit harder are these parts on the legs and those thruster parts in there. Stickers would be on these knee parts and the parts on the sides of the legs. These would be stickers too. So once you decide to sticker it or paint it or whatever you're doing, you can start putting the accessories on. And they all work beautifully. The beam saber blades and hilts look great. And the hilts are very snug in the hands. You can put them any which way you desire, and they will not fall out. That's pretty true across the line of AGE kits, by the way. So the Sig Massis long rifle goes into the hand just like the AGE I Normal's Sig Massis cannon, except this one's a little nicer. It has a little detent on the shield part that kind of slots into the little outcropping on the gauntlet, which gives it a very stable and kind of locked in way of being attached to the kit. It doesn't actually attach like maybe you would think the Exia with its GN sword kind of attaches to the bottom of the arm, but it is very secure. You can put the beam saber effect parts in the fronts of the gauntlets to make beam tonfas, which I love. I personally really like the look of the beam tonfas. It adds just another layer of awesomeness to the kit, as does the expressive open hands. I don't think that expressive open hands get enough love. There should be a variety of hands in every model kit. That's the hill I'm going to die on. It is one of the most important things to me that needs to change in Bandai model kits. So let's take a look at the transformation and then back into the mobile suit mode to finish up the review. Okay, on to the transformation. It's anything but complex. Pull out the core fighter, pull the head and chest module out, flip this chest part down, flip the hinge up, tab the head part in, and cover it up because there's totally not a head in there. Bring in your AGE-3 Orbital, pop off the arms and the chest, and fly in your core block, put your arms back on, and start folding things up to, air quotes, transform it. You're basically just putting this in a very specific pose from here on out. And then you're going to take your cannon and flip the handle the other way and tab it onto the back of the back skirt. Grab your stand, plug it in, and you're done. A G Viper and Core Fighter mode. I don't know what to say about these modes. They are not great. They are clumsy and awkward looking. The Orbital looks a little better than normal, I guess, because it gives the appearance of like some kind of angles with the extra thruster bits. But really, these modes are pretty lame, guys, especially in comparison to other model kits throughout the Gundam universe. So let's be done with them. Alright, so the mobile armor mode is forgettable, so let's forget about it. Let's get it back into mobile suit mode, and let's compare it to some other model kits that you may have in your collection, just to see how it stacks up. So first of all, we're going to take a look at the real grade RX-78-2, and here it is with the good old Grandpa Gundam. And the Orbital definitely is taller and a lot bulkier and way more colorful. That's another theme across the AGE line. There's a very colorful mobile suits, and the Orbital is no exception. Speaking of other AGE kits, here it is with its AGE brethren, the AGE I Normal, AGE-2 Double Bullet, and the AGE-3 Normal. The Orbital definitely stands out with its vibrant red color. And speaking of vibrant red colors, let's get it with its other red variants, the AGE I Titus, the AGE-2 Double Bullet, and the AGE-3 Orbital, the three red boys of Flit's personal family army, and they all look great together. These are my three favorite variants of each one of them. They just happen to be red as well. So all in all, I think the AGE-3 Orbital is a fantastic model kit. I feel that the mobile suit that it's based upon is a sleek, speedy, powerful looking mobile suit, and I think the kit achieves all of those looks perfectly. I think it looks like it's stepped right off of the screen, and you can make it look super awesome with all of the articulation that it has. It is bulky. It has a lot of extra little bits, the long side skirts, the thrusters on the tops of the shoulders. They can kind of get in the way of poses here and there. But the great thing is they're so securely attached to the kit. This kit is so solid despite having a lot of little parts for like the color separation, like in the head and the yellow bits all over the kit. Other kits, those pieces would be falling off as I reviewed it. Not so with this kit. This kit stayed together the whole time. And that's what allows you to achieve some of these really great poses, because you can move those extra bits around without fear of them like kind of falling off or it being frustrating. There was nothing frustrating about this kit. I loved the construction, very enjoyable construction, and the build process was great. Tons of panel lining opportunities, tons of little details here and there that you can very easily pick out and make this into something that's your own and really take it to that next level without a whole lot of work. And I think that's great. There aren't very many seam lines on this kit at all. I guess I didn't go over every one. There's not many really at all to speak of. So this is a fantastic looking kit and a wonderful kit to build. To me, it's the standout of the third generation of AGE. I guess unless you count like the Darkhound and the Obsidian space pirate stuff, because those things are really cool. But to me, the AGE-3 Orbital is king among the third act of Gundam AGE. So that's it for this rather glowing review of the AGE-3 Orbital. I think it is definitely worth the buy at 1,800 yen or 1980 with the Japanese sales tax. I think it's great. It comes with the stand, comes with the accessories, looks great. It's very unique with the way that the feet look and the legs are. It's definitely intended for space flight. So I say buy it. If you want to see more reviews, click on the subscribe button below. We're kind of having an internal competition to see who can crank out the most reviews in the shortest amount of time. And always check out Gunpla Network for stories and editorials. And as usual, keep on building, everyone. Take care.